One, Giannis saying, yeah, I can hit threes, you know this, and he does it again. Bucks now up 4. Later, Sixers down 1. Embiid backing down his defender and making the fadeaway. Embiid puts the Sixers up by 1. It went back and forth. 3.3 seconds remaining, Sixers up 3, and Furkan Korkmaz turns over the ball. Huge turnover there. Bucks have a chance. Holiday to Middleton. The shot, no! It can't go at the buzzer, and the Sixers hold on to win it 123 to 120. Now, here's what's really interesting about the NBA. Despite having the worst record of the 4 teams that you're seeing right there on the screen, the Nets are still favored to win the East, according to Caesars. The Heat, who currently sit atop the East standings, have the 4th shortest odds to win the conference. Great to have NBA analyst Jay Williams with us. All right, Jay, so the Sixers, big win over the NBA champs. We're now at the All-Star break. Who is the team to beat in the East?
I have to go to the Philadelphia 76ers. When you watched Joel Embiid play last night, he weighs 280 pounds, okay? He has the Hakeem Olajuwon footwork, but he also has the Kobe Michael Jordan operational work as it relates to where he operates on the court and how he moves. I mean, one-legged step backs. And the thing you love about him this year, Ryan, there's no dilly-dallying around. There's no immaturity, right? He might troll every once in a while on social media, and he's been injury-free. I think this Joel Embiid is the best version of Joel Embiid we've ever seen. You combine that with James Harden, I think that takes a little weight from his MVP voting at the end of the day. But I think those two together with what this team has, and I know Miami and I know Chicago are ranked number 1, number 2 in the Eastern Conference, but I think this will be the team to beat.
Wow, and Philly fans really excited about what they're going to see when Harden takes the floor along with Embiid. Now, I got to ask you about this. We just got word overnight that Anthony Davis would be out at least 4 weeks with that mid-foot sprain. What's your outlook now on the Lakers and LeBron for the rest of the season?
I hate this for LeBron because I think it puts him in a very precarious situation. At 37 years old, you're 19 in the NBA. Now what you're saying is for a team that's 9th in the West, AD is going to be out 4 weeks. Now you're going to ask LeBron James, hey, we need you to do it again. There's this incredible footage of LeBron standing over AD when he's down, closing his eyes, meditating. And you're seeing LeBron saying, damn, I have to do this again. At 37, I have to do this again and carry this team. And the question that Rob Pelinka and Jenny Buss have to ask themselves, because I know LeBron will want to do this, is how much are you asking LeBron to go all out at 37 years old to get what? An 8th, a 9th, a 10th seed? Like there will be questions about how do you start shutting LeBron James down if in the next 10 games you guys can't get in that striking distance.
Shutting LeBron down. I can't even imagine that they're at that point.
If you go 2-8 next 10 games, AD's not coming back until what, 10 games left in the season?
Wow.
Like are you chasing a 10th seed? Now I know anything can happen, and LeBron James will probably do that, but with the bruised knee, that's when injuries occur, right? Now you're asking him to kick it into a different gear at age 37, year 19.
Not something LeBron ever planned for sure. And probably that's why he's meditating on the bench going,
37.
Jay Will.
37.
Look at him, 37. Jay Will, thanks, man.
All right, baby.
Great line.
Oh, man. Let's turn to football, shall we? Big news from Green Bay. Really sneaky big news when you think about it. Packers trying to convince Aaron Rodgers to stay. They are bringing back one of the coaches Rodgers credits for his development. Tom Clements is coming out of retirement to be Green Bay's quarterback's coach. He was with the Packers from 2006 to 2016. So, when we talk about this battle to try to keep Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, this could be big. Let's bring our whole football crew back on. And Jeremy, I'll start with you. How hopeful are the Packers that this move will help keep Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay?
Well, this move signals that the Packers are ready to accommodate Aaron Rodgers. It gives them flexibility either way because he's a good coach. But right now the Packers, I'm told, are operating under the belief that Rodgers will let them know what his plans are between February 22nd, March 8th. That's the franchise tag window. That's when they have to decide on Devontae Adams' tag. So Rodgers knows that. So they're all planning accordingly. I'm told the Packers firmly believe that they still give Rodgers the best chance to win.
Wow. February 22nd, folks. Don't forget, 4 days away. So that's how soon potentially a decision could come. And Mike, I got to say, I look at this. This seems like a move right out of your playbook.
Absolutely. I'm trying every single verb. Recruiting, begging, cajoling. It may be Lambeau Field, but it's going to be on Rogers Boulevard. You tell us what we need to do to make you a Green Bay Packer. And in all seriousness, from a football standpoint, As Hembo pointed out, the last 4 years of Drew Brees' career, the New Orleans Saints had the best record. We could keep pushing out cap charges. It's not ideal long term, but to Jeremy's point, we keep Devontae Adams, we keep Devondre Campbell. You have a chance to win. You tell us what the offseason calendar looks like, Aaron. You're a Green Bay Packer. Tell us what it's going to take.
And remember, Aaron Rodgers was the guy who wanted the voice in the front office, wanted people to listen to him on who he wants. Maybe potentially he said the same thing right here. All right, Sacho, what do you make of this move?
I think it's a good move for the camp that wants to keep Aaron Rodgers, right? If you're the Packers, you're doing whatever you can to get Aaron Rodgers in your facility. Hey, I've got this coach who's been with you before. That's a positive. And I think the way Aaron Rodgers sees it, it's like, hey, man, everything that the Packers are doing now is to keep me. I would see it the same way if I was a quarterback of Aaron Rodgers' caliber.
All right, and then the flip side is, Mike, how does this work out if Aaron Rodgers says, okay, great, you brought in a guy I respect and love and who helped me become who I wanted to be, but you know what, I'm still leaving.
Yeah, I'm hard-pressed to see the Green Bay Packers as a better team without Devontae Adams. He's a great young player in the prime of his career. Arguably, he's the best receiver in football. And when you look at the question marks between Minnesota, Chicago, Detroit, two new head coaches, big question mark in Detroit about quarterback, they could still go win this division. Maybe it's a Jameis Winston and Jimmy Garoppolo. So I'm keeping Adams because he's a meaningful piece for the future.
All right. Now I got to say, on that note, there's an interesting part of this discussion. We talk about the quarterback coach part. Then there's Hall of Famer Steve Young. He had some very interesting comments here. He says eventually he has a team that he says should aggressively be pursuing Aaron Rodgers. Take a listen to this.
Remember, I say you have an owner, you have to have a general manager, you have a coach, you have to have the help on the field. What's the number 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the league that have that? And the 49ers are right there. Like, if I'm Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady or anybody, I want to be here. I want to be there. Like, this is the place. So if I'm going to be in the NFC and I'm going to pick one of the 16 teams that's ready, the 49ers are that team. So if you ask me that question, what I think about Tom Brady for one more year or Aaron Rodgers for a couple, 3 years, this team could go win 3 Super Bowls.
Wow, coming from Hall of Famer Steve Young, it certainly got us intrigued. What's the likelihood of that happening?
Well, they just gave up not 1, not 2, 3 first-round picks for Trey Lance. And the reason why you do that is because you want to play him somewhat early so you can get the salary cap benefits of having a rookie quarterback making $2 million a year. You can build around him. You can sign Deebo Samuel, all those guys they want to keep for that championship window. So if they make that move, it signals that they don't believe in Trey Lance. And so Tom Brady could be maybe the more realistic option because he's retired. The Bucs own his rights. Maybe they want to get some draft capital if Tom's done with Tampa and they can go get their own quarterback. But I just don't.